As we look ahead to the coming years, several U.S. states are facing significant challenges that could lead to economic, social, or environmental collapse. Understanding these risks is crucial for residents and potential newcomers. This video examines 10 states that experts predict could face severe difficulties by 2025 and why you might want to consider relocating sooner rather than later. 10. West Virginia. West Virginia is a state grappling with profound economic challenges, primarily stemming from the decline of its once thriving coal industry. Once a key player in coal mining, the state has faced significant job losses and economic stagnation as the demand for coal has waned. This has left many communities devastated, struggling to adapt to the changing economic landscape. Unlike other states that have diversified their economies, West Virginia has remained heavily reliant on coal, which has limited job opportunities for its residents. Consequently, many individuals have migrated out of the state in search of better employment, leading to a shrinking population and a declining tax base. If substantial investments in economic diversification and job creation do not occur soon, West Virginia risks further population decline and a reduction in economic output, deepening its existing struggles. 9. Alaska. Alaska faces distinct challenges due to its geographic isolation and heavy reliance on oil revenues. Economically, the state is deeply dependent on oil, which presents a double-edged sword. When oil prices soar, Alaska thrives. However, significant price drops can lead to severe economic downturns, making the state vulnerable to global market fluctuations. Recently, budget deficits have compounded these issues, resulting in cuts to public services and critical infrastructure. Environmentally, Alaska is grappling with the effects of climate change. The Arctic warming is causing severe consequences, including melting permafrost and rising sea levels, which threaten both communities and infrastructure. To address these challenges, Alaska must diversify its economy and invest in climate resilience, ensuring a more stable and sustainable future for its residents. 8. Mississippi. Mississippi is among the poorest states in the U.S., facing significant economic challenges and high poverty rates. The state has some of the lowest wages nationwide, leading many residents to struggle financially. This economic strain affects essential areas like education and healthcare, leaving communities in need. Additionally, Mississippi has difficulty attracting new businesses and investment, which further limits job opportunities and economic growth. Infrastructure is another pressing issue, with roads, bridges, and schools often underfunded and in disrepair. This poor infrastructure hampers the state's ability to draw businesses and improve residents' quality of life. To combat these challenges, Mississippi must prioritize investments in infrastructure and economic development. Without these crucial changes, the state risks further decline, leaving its residents to face ongoing hardships. By focusing on these areas, Mississippi can work towards a brighter, more prosperous future. 7. Kentucky. Kentucky has faced significant challenges due to the decline of the coal industry, resulting in economic struggles and population loss. Much like West Virginia, the downturn in coal production has led to widespread job losses, causing economic stagnation in various regions. The state's inability to diversify its economy has further exacerbated this issue, limiting job opportunities for its residents and hindering growth. As many individuals seek better employment prospects elsewhere, Kentucky has experienced considerable outmigration, leading to a shrinking population and a diminishing tax base. To combat these trends and foster sustainable growth, Kentucky must prioritize investments in economic diversification and job creation, ensuring a more resilient future for its communities. Addressing these issues is crucial for reversing the decline and enhancing the quality of life for all Kentuckians. 6. New Mexico. New Mexico, known for its stunning natural landscapes, grapples with several pressing challenges that threaten its future stability. Economically, the state suffers from one of the highest poverty rates in the nation, directly impacting the quality of life for its residents and hindering overall economic growth. This situation is exacerbated by a heavy dependence on federal funding, leaving New Mexico vulnerable to fluctuations in federal budgets and policy changes. Furthermore, Environmental issues such as recurring droughts and severe water shortages pose significant threats to agriculture and other vital industries. To secure a stable future, New Mexico must tackle these economic difficulties head-on, while also investing in sustainable water management solutions, ensuring that its rich natural resources can continue to support the state's needs. 5. Michigan. Michigan, historically known as the heart of America's auto industry, has faced significant challenges in recent years that threaten its economic stability and public welfare. The state has experienced a notable decline in manufacturing, particularly within the auto sector, resulting in substantial job losses and economic downturns in cities like Detroit. This manufacturing decline has driven many residents to leave Michigan in search of better job opportunities, contributing to a shrinking population. Compounding these issues are severe environmental challenges, most notably the water quality crisis in Flint, which has raised serious concerns about infrastructure and public health. To prevent further decline, Michigan must prioritize investments in economic development and infrastructure improvements, aiming to revitalize its cities and improve the quality of life for its residents. 4. Louisiana. Louisiana is a state rich in culture and history, but it faces significant challenges that could impact its future stability. Environmental threats are particularly pressing. As a coastal state, Louisiana is highly vulnerable to hurricanes and rising sea levels. Cities like New Orleans face constant threats from flooding, a situation that could worsen with accelerating climate change. Additionally, the state is experiencing coastal erosion at an alarming rate, which poses serious risks to infrastructure and the economy. On the economic front, Louisiana grapples with one of the highest poverty rates in the nation, affecting education and healthcare access, and making it harder for residents to improve their quality of life. Moreover, the state's economy is heavily reliant on the oil and gas industry, which has seen considerable volatility in recent years. As the world shifts toward renewable energy, Louisiana may struggle to diversify its economic base. The combination of these environmental and economic challenges could strain the state's resources, but proactive investments in climate resilience and economic diversification could help prevent further decline and foster a more stable future for its residents. 3. Illinois. Illinois has long struggled with financial mismanagement and political dysfunction, resulting in the worst credit rating among U.S. states and enormous pension liabilities. The state faces one of the largest unfunded pension crises in the nation, as its failure to tackle this growing problem has led to increased taxes and reduced services for residents. If left unaddressed, the pension crisis could have severe financial repercussions for the state government. Additionally, Illinois carries a significant amount of debt, complicating its fiscal challenges further. Over the past decade, the state has experienced a notable outflow of residents, especially from Chicago, as high taxes and persistent budget issues make states like Indiana and Wisconsin more appealing for individuals and businesses. To avert long-term economic decline, Illinois must find a way to balance its budget and confront its pension crisis. Without meaningful reform, the state could face drastic cuts to public services or even bankruptcy, jeopardizing the well-being of its residents and threatening the state's economic future. 2. New York. New York City is a vibrant cultural and financial hub, famous for its iconic skyline and dynamic lifestyle. However, the state faces challenges that threaten its long-term viability. The COVID-19 pandemic has significantly altered the economic landscape, leading to business closures and relocations, particularly due to the rise in remote work. This shift has resulted in high office vacancies in Manhattan, raising doubts about the return of various industries to pre-pandemic conditions. Additionally, New York's high tax burden, similar to California's, is making it less attractive for businesses and residents. Outmigration trends are notable, especially among middle-class families seeking affordable living and lower taxes in states like Florida and Texas. While outright collapse is unlikely, these challenges could reshape New York's future and diminish its economic and cultural stature in the United States. The state's resilience will be tested as it confronts these complex issues. 1. California. California is one of the largest and most important states in the United States, often seen as a global leader. However, it faces serious environmental and economic problems that strain its resources and affect its people. One major issue is the rising number and severity of wildfires. These fires, caused by climate change, long droughts, and urban growth into forest areas, have lengthened the fire season and caused great destruction. People living in high-risk areas often have to evacuate, and some places are becoming unlivable. California also suffers from ongoing droughts, which hurt its large agricultural industry. This leads to water shortages for farmers and residents alike, affecting food supplies not just in California but across the country. Economically, the state has a high cost of living, especially in cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. The rising housing prices make it hard for middle-class families to buy homes or even afford rent. To solve these problems, California may need new policies and better teamwork with the federal government. In conclusion, while many states in the U.S. offer beautiful landscapes and rich cultural experiences, some are facing significant challenges that could lead to collapse by 2025. If you find yourself in one of these states, it's crucial to assess your situation and consider your options. Relocating to a more stable environment could provide better opportunities, safety, and quality of life. Whether it's due to economic strain, natural disasters, or social issues, being proactive about your future can help you secure a better tomorrow. If you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.